What's poppin', y'all? We back with another episode of the Challenge All Stars 4, episode 11 recap. This is the second to last episode. Here with Bree. What's poppin', Bree?
What up? Oh, I'm kind of sad. It's over soon. This was fun.
I know it was a nice, even quick season. I say. I mean, it is sad it's coming to a conclusion, but
It flew
hey,
by.
all good things must come to an end, you know.
Right, you're right. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad, you know. We chucking along, you know. The summer's
Mhm.
getting started. The heat's coming this weekend, and
Thank God.
yeah, we got some downtime before the next things get going. So I'm definitely getting my travel plans booked this week to getting ready to go some places. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
this
Take
time gets here,
advantage of the downtime while you have it.
exactly, you know, had some house drama this past weekend, but we moving past that. That might have to
Eee.
that might have to be its own podcast episode, y'all.
I want to listen.
Hey, well, hey, we'll see. I might have to speak on it. But yeah, make sure to follow Bree on Bree Dots with the Z on IG and keep making her pop even more so. And yeah, y'all, we gonna get right into it.
Yes.
The episode dropped today. It was very a lot of stuff crammed into one episode.
I know. I was surprised because when I was watching, I'm like, this is going to be a boring episode. Like, there's no drama or anything. But then we got surprised with a lot of action. And I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
I
No,
like
it
it.
was it didn't happen exactly as I thought it would.
Yeah. I'll take
Definitely they kept them. Yeah, I'll take it too. They kept the main focus on the game because
it.
we're pretty much in the final at this point and it's getting started. But we start off the episode with the non-star holders: Derek, Flora, Laurel, Adam, Avery, and Ryan.
Hmm.
So, are you surprised at any of these people non-star holders?
Um, I think Laurel and Derek, because both of them have been pretty good throughout the season. So I'm surprised they don't have their stars yet. But the other ones, I'm not surprised at all. What about you?
Yeah, nah, same. Laurel should easily have a star. She's won a lot of competitions, but she's
Hmm.
just been chilling. And Derek's won a lot too. So those two have kind of been dominating, but they just have been sitting back in the cut. And I think, the way it unfolds is like, I don't know. I think they threw them a big bone because they probably set it up. And I feel like if more so Laurel than anyone else had a star going into this, they might have not even had this whole little like, okay, we got an extra spot for some of y'all.
Right.
So I don't know. That was interesting that they said that when it was like TJ kept clamoring, you got to get a star, you got to get a star, but it didn't even matter the whole time. Like you still got a chance.
Yeah, I think that's why none of them like were so like, "Ugh, I need to get my star because they knew they'd have another chance. So they were just like, I'll just wait for the last one.
Yeah. So hey, they had time and everyone was discussing on what they got to do basically. I mean, there wasn't too much going on this episode in regards to like person to person interaction,
Yeah.
mostly just about the game, but yeah, Steve is talking about his tough path, or not Steve. Adam is talking about how he got his star taken, and he's still upset about that. And
Mhm.
then we get Flora. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I thought this was Real Housewives of the Challenge. I didn't know what was
Facts.
going on.
I
Like,
thought the same. I'm like, what is she still doing here, to be honest?
the way Flora, look, she older, so I'm gonna give her grace. But at the same time, you gotta know what show you signing up for, and it's
Yeah,
like this show was actually tame compared to most seasons.
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're just trying to chill and coast by, like, maybe sign up for like a Big Brother or like a show where it's not based on your athleticism type of thing, because you're gonna have to put in some work. So, yeah, I was a little confused by her comment.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, and if she's that beat up, and that's fine if you go, then, if you're such good friends with, I don't know, Jasmine or whoever else your friends that left, then let them take your spot.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, come on now,
'Cause
but
there's more people here who want it more than she does, clearly.
exactly. And soon we get Avery. I like this little pose she got going on right here. I was like, hold up, I gotta screenshot that. What is that she's wearing? I don't even. What is
I
that?
don't I don't know. That's a interesting skirt, maybe?
You ain't got nothing like that.
I ain't got nothing like that. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I don't know what the top is either. But hey, we don't judge here.
Hey, well, I like it.
If you like it, I love it, girl.
But yeah, she's giving the side eye, and so is Steve to the one and only Laura and Nicole. They doing
Hmm.
their whole little thing again. They're I mean, Steve's face pretty much says it all when it comes to them too. Just how
That's
they've
how
been
we all
acting.
feel. Hmm.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, is this season? Is y'all done yet? Because once the season's over,
Yeah,
y'all they're probably not ever gonna talk to each other again. So
exactly.
I
I'm
mean,
surprised we've seen them on our TV screen this long. I thought we were gonna get rid of at least one of them by now, but they both made it to the end, so we were
yeah,
lucky us.
exactly. And I mean, if Steve's rolling his eyes at you, then kind of like, all right, it's y'all acting up. But it's crazy. But soon we make our way to the actual challenge, and well, Steve also says he's a little worried about running a final against Laurel, as well as Kara says that too. They're not trying to see those problems, and they're like, hey, maybe this is she's out. She's out the game.
Hmm.
But we get to the challenge, and TJ soon announces that the 6-star holders are in the final, and they get to take the challenge off, and there are only 2 stars left for the remaining 6 contestants, with the remaining 6 contestants obviously being the people aforementioned. This
I
was
love that for
wild.
them. That was great. When I saw they didn't have to do a challenge, I was like, wow, good for them. I know they were happy about it.
Yeah, no, that was lit. I was like, okay, bet. I mean, I wish they kind of got a part to like maybe influence, since they are the star holders. They may have had like a little bit of extra power, and they got to influence, like maybe give somebody an advantage, or
Yeah, that would have been cool.
yeah, because that would have really. He's talking about, oh, the politics involved in the game too. Well, this is part of it, and then add this
Mhm.
aspect to it. But
Yeah,
they had to
it's
push they their production pet to the front of the line,
hmm
but she
and
would have
it's
won anyways. So
yeah, exactly. And when what's her name, Flora, just gave up before it even started, I was like, girlfriend, what are we doing? You made it all the way to the end, and you're not even gonna try, girl. Crazy.
crazy, crazy. And Adam's ready. Everybody's ready to go. You get all the way to the starting line, people's ready
Right.
to go. And it's like, it looked like they about to literally blow the whistle any second the way
Mhm.
they're set up. But then Flora's like, my back, coach.
My neck,
My back.
my back.
Hey, everything.
Hmm. That's
Hey, we clowning over
why.
here.
That's why I think it's crazy that like I don't know. I think getting a star should have been a little different because it's like, or at least everyone should have had to gone into elimination to get a star or something like that. Because this girl didn't even want to be here. So I think the people that want to be in the game should have made it to the final. But it is what it is.
It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen somebody quit right before the final. I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever seen that. I
no,
mean,
not even try too. It's one thing if you're like, oh, I'm in pain, but like let me try it, see how I do, and then you give up. Okay, at least you put some effort in. But before it even
yeah.
began, girl, crazy.
Yeah, and like like I said, like she's older, I get it, but at the same time, you can't just quit. Like you can't do it. I don't care if you can't crawl. Like you gotta give it a chance. If there was the point of even coming this far to the
Ex-
starting point, I mean, the producers
Yeah,
they might have been like, "What the hell?"
yeah.
Like,
And you know how long all that setup takes for games and stuff, like stand here, here, and here. Like like you went through all of that just to be like, never mind.
it's crazy. I mean,
Hmm.
I wonder if she did tell anyone beforehand.
Maybe, maybe, and then they were like, all right, do it at the beginning before it starts to like add some, pizzazz. But maybe you never know.
Yeah, you never know, but she was all that craziness she was talking. I mean, she never went to elimination once. I don't think
Hmm.
she ever won a challenge. I
Nope.
don't think she ever. She didn't do anything. There's
What
so
did
many
she
steps.
do? Literally nothing.
Yeah, she wasn't part of no drama storylines. I mean, she
Mhm.
interjected a lot on other people's business, but nothing really was about her. So, Flora. I mean, I would say it was nice to know you, but I didn't get to know you.
We don't even know you.
Don't even know you, girl.
Well,
But hey,
no riddance. At least the people who actually want to compete are here and still left. So, That's good at least.
Exactly. So Flora goes Bobby. I mean, even TJ's like,
Hmm. You know how
okay.
TJ feels about quitters. He doesn't like them.
He didn't say nothing. He
I
just
know.
kind
I don't
of
think he cares. That's the point. He's like, she didn't really add anything to the show anyway, so bye.
he's like, all right, you wasted my time.
Hmm.
TJ, he was feeling some type of way this episode.
He was.
But we get to the start of the challenge, and the start is beginning this three-leg race, essentially, with all these checkpoints. The first one's to get this rope around this tree. I think the best thing to do is what Derek did is he grabbed the rope and he ran with it around instead of like trying to untie it all, like
Yeah,
untie it as you go. I think that was doing this is like a lot of extra energy.
I agree. Just go with the flow and just kind of go in that direction.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
Avery was
Cara,
struggling a little bit.
yeah, she was struggling. I'm like, Avery, come on now. You work at Hooters, girl. You supposed to be used to carrying them heavy trays of beer all the time. You should be
She's used
good with like moving all this stuff out the way.
she's used to working them arms, but I guess not in this challenge.
I guess not. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, but we get to well, hold on, I'm sipping. Adam essentially right here. He says his motivation is to get the clown Steve out more than it is to get his star, which is interesting. He wants vengeance to that level. He's really pissed off.
He's very petty. Petty man.
Exactly. I'm like,
Honestly,
Adam,
I'm not
what?
gonna lie, during this whole challenge, I was like, I hope he does not win. Like, I was rooting against him the whole time. Because I'm like, you voted the dude in. Why are you all mad that he took your star, homie? Like, I wanted Derek to win. He was my choice
Yeah,
for
I mean,
guys.
Adam voted him in 3 times. I mean, bro, like, what are you so high and tight about?
Yeah, it made no sense. Oh,
Like,
Adam.
yeah, and you want to get revenge more than you want to get your star?
Yeah, that's weird.
That
It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, so it's like I think even if he lost this, which he did lose, he would still be okay going home as long as Steve doesn't win the whole thing. That's
Hmm.
like his. I think that's what he was trying to say, which I kind of get, but at the same time, bro, like you did, like I don't understand. You started it, and now he retaliated. You can't
Yeah,
throw oranges or tomatoes, and then expect not to get thrown back at you. Like
exactly.
this
Make it
dude.
make sense.
Exactly. That's kind of what some people ain't
Hmm.
making no sense lately. But we get that first part started. They get the tree untied, and then the second part is they get on these circle star rafts and they paddle on out. And so Derek was the first one out, followed by Laurel and Adam. I mean, Laurel, I was like, dang, she Transformers up in here.
Yeah, she was moving. I'm not surprised though. I had my like when I thought who was gonna win, I thought it was gonna be Dark and Laurel from the beginning. So when I saw her like going hard, I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna win for sure. She's a beast.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give you
mean,
that. She's strong.
yeah, I mean, I was amazed by just how she had the whole technique down with the rowing and just how like you also got to set yourself right on the thing, which I think setting yourself on those little circles are easier for girls just because she got like I could see the flexibility she had to be able
Mm,
to set down. Guys don't have that flexibility like that to where you're able to like kind of sit like that, you know, and
yeah.
then also have the power to kind of do all that. So I was like, wow.
It didn't look like she was struggling at all. And it is harder because you are on a circle. So it's like you can go any which way or just go in a circle and just like kind of like how Avery was doing. But Laura was killing it. So I was like, all right, I see you, girl.
Yeah, no, she was. Well, she
It was cruising.
transformed. She
Hmm.
transformed. But yeah, we see right here, Laurel. She's passed up Derek. Adam's behind, and then Avery and Ryan are just
They're just.
doing their own thing. I
Hmm.
forgot Ryan was even in the race.
Me too. He was there. He was not on the screen at all, from what I remember. And then at the end, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that Ryan was here too."
Yeah, Ryan. He was just there for the good times and the good vibes. He had his chance, but hey, he knew what time it was.
Mhm.
But yeah, we get the funny part was Steve doing his little. Laurel came back from like the future to come get the challenges. I was like, bruh.
I love Steve. He's a real one.
Yeah, Steve is
I'm
cool.
rooting for him to win, honestly.
Same. Go Steve.
Go
But yeah,
Steve.
Laurel. I mean, she was domination,
Hmm.
determination. all the Asians. And then so when they get to the middle circle star thing, the next thing they have to do is they have to untie this what was this untie the star, I think. No,
Un-
untie something.
untie, was it a key or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. It was a key to the box. It was a
Yeah,
key to the box.
something like that.
They had to go in the middle and untie it. Now that's a little tricky part right there, you know? I mean, it's not a bunch of swimming you gotta do, but you gotta be calm, cool, and collected in this part.
Right.
So, you know, somebody like Josh Martinez would have struggled on this part, I feel like.
Josh. Oh, I
But
forgot about him.
I didn't. But we might see him soon. But next part is to get back and then get to this mud pit. And the mud pit, they have to search out and get the star. So there's
Mhm.
4 parts to it: the tree, the swim there, untie the thing, swim back, and the mud pit. So 4 or 5, however you want to count that.
Mhm.
Um, Depending on, they don't know how big or small the star is on this, so this could have been a little tricky, you know. I don't feel like they would have made it unnoticeable, but maybe some people would have been digging for a longer time. Somebody coming right in, they feel it on their foot, boom, got it. So I don't
I
know if
feel
it's
like,
mud or.
would you have a strategy in this situation, or would you just kind of just feel around and throw mud out, or
I
what would
think you got to just get the mud out, and then, but you got to like pay attention to what you're throwing out. Because if you just grab a bunch and throw it out, then you're not
yeah,
really
like
gonna
the
see the
star
star.
could be in there.
So
I feel
definitely
like
you have
it's
to take your time.
I feel like it's a given that it'd be like towards the bottom, so I feel like I would just really try to use my feet at least, or just like as in, get enough mud out at the top, and then just kind of get in the mud, put my head under if I have to, and just kind of feel around.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's the game plan. And I mean, even before they got there, you could see like the distance that there were far away.
Right.
I mean, so interesting thing about this is like when people were getting close to the water, I don't know if there was a rule like you had to be touching the grass before.
Yeah, I was wondering the same because I'm like, what makes them not be able to just like get out and swim the rest of the way and drag the raft with them? I was
Exactly.
I was thinking the same thing. There probably is like you can't run until you touch the ground. I don't know, something like that.
No, there definitely was some low key rules that they didn't give us
Yeah.
about that because I remember seeing like I think it was Derek and Adam. They were really close to the shore, but they were just still paddling. I'm like, just
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out.
yeah. And I'm like, Adam could catch up if he wanted to just get out right now, but yeah, there definitely must have been a little secret rule.
Yeah, definitely. But we get through and we get our winner, which is uh Mr. Derek.
Derek!
He got
Yay!
his star, took care of business, and then you know everybody's happy for him and whatnot. Nobody's really rooting against him, and then we get our female winner,
Hmm.
Laurel. She deserved it after this. So definitely those two. They weren't, you know, it wasn't shocking to kind of see them two come up with the dub.
Yeah.
Adam was kind of the only other competition on the guy's side.
Hmm.
But I mean, with the way he was acting, it was bound to. This kind of thing was bound to happen to him. You can't put out bad energy like that and do dirty by somebody and expect not to get dirty coming back to you, coach. And then act innocent about it. Come on now.
Karma. I was so happy for Derek though, because then when he was talking about his sister, I was like, oh, I'm like, you deserve the win. Love that for him.
Yeah, no,
Got
definitely
Derek.
shout out. Yeah, that's good right there. But yes, we get our winners and we get our losers. Ryan, Miss
Wah, wah.
Hooters, and Adam. Flora's gone, and as well as who am I missing?
Ryan.
No, that's everybody. That's all the losers right here.
Hmm.
Missing Flora.
Yeah, just these three.
Yeah, so you know how I look at them 3 seasons. They got purged out the game at the end. Ryan, he never picked a side. He was just kind of just chilling the whole time.
Hmm.
Avery never picked a side, just chilling the whole time. They were kind of wallpaper a little bit, and then Adam, he actually provided a little bit. I'll give him some. He provided a little bit.
He did a little something, something.
Yeah. But he was flip floppity. One minute he was on Kara's team. The next minute he was on Laurel Nicole's team. The next
Right,
minute he was.
yeah.
I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? No,
I kind of
you.
liked how they had this purge though, because it was like, all right, whoever wins this actually deserves to be in the final. So I was happy that they did that. And I was happy with the outcome.
Yeah, definitely. These three can definitely go home. No problems with them majorly as people, but they can go somewhere else. And
Hmm.
Laurel's very emotional about this, but she knew she had this in the bag. Oh,
For sure.
she definitely knew that.
Hmm.
But we get everyone back to the house. They get a I can't even ever say this word. Char-
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. I was big. Coututerie.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie board. I thought they should. I mean, they got more wine than they got charcuterie.
Right? They just want them to get drunk.
Yeah, they trying to set them up for the final because look. You got a final around the corner. Knowing the past finals, I feel like production might be feeding them some info because this is why I think that. Usually, past finals, people don't really get turned up. They're not about to get lit and like that
Right.
because they got to get ready for a long run, 2 day thing,
Mhm.
etc. They got about 8 bottles that they gonna pop, and this light food, which you need carbs and stuff like that as you want to
Mhm.
reward food for like a final. So everyone just kind of went in. I wonder what was in those cards too, by the way.
I know they didn't show that. I thought it was gonna be like a letter from home, maybe, or something like that. But they didn't even talk about it at all. I'm nosy. I want to know what's in those cards.
Exactly. It was strange.
Hmm.
Definitely they yeah. I don't know. It was they had some stuff and they didn't explain it, but it is what it is. But
Hmm.
these are our finalists: Steve, Veronica, Leroy, Nicole, Cara, Ace, Derek, and Laurel. Right off the gate, when I see these 8, um, some surprises.
Who were the
Maybe
surprises?
I think Steve kind of is a surprise. Veronica, a major surprise. Um, Nicole, I ain't gonna say she's a surprise. Cara, I expect to be there. Ace, a little bit of surprise. I mean, he was the first one out in his last All Star season. Derek, a
Mhm.
surprise. So only non surprises there is Leroy, uh, Cara, Nicole, and Laurel for me.
Well, yeah. For me, honestly, I didn't expect Steve to make it this far because he kept getting thrown into elimination. So I was like, oh, this is the day he's gonna get sent home. So honestly, I'm happy he's in the final. I feel like he earned his spot. Veronica, girl, she just got lucky. Leroy, I expected him. Nicole, Cara, I expected them. Ace was a surprise. And Derek, I was kind of surprised, but not really because he was killing it in competition. So I was like, you know what? He's low key a beast, and people are like looking out for him. So good for him for making it. And Laurel, I'm not surprised either.
Yeah, no, I mean, Derek was taking care of business, but I mean, anytime it's somebody's first time making it, it's always, I think, gonna be kind of a surprise just because they're new, So,
Mhm.
definitely, that's what time they was on, and congratulations to them. And they pop the bottles and champagne. Veronica's all about this. I mean,
Mhm.
it was a wine drinking competition. She's getting first place every time,
That's
Which
her thing. She was drinking wine at the challenge too. She loves
she
her
don't
wine.
care. She like more bet. But all jokes aside, shout out Veronica, man. I mean, she didn't really do much this challenge either. Like she was kind of wallpaper to an extent. But she had the best time I think of anybody. She didn't have to go into elimination.
Right?
She got to kick it with her friends that were there. She got to drink wine during one of the challenges, and she had to compete in. She got
She's
to
living
start
her best
giving to
life.
her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Good for
mean,
her. You know what? Shout out Veronica.
shout
I
out Veronica. Yeah,
I want to.
yeah,
Maybe we'll be surprised with her. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
yeah. I
I'm
mean, she
intrigued
surprised
now.
me so far, but I think I will give her this. She never quits. She
Yeah.
never quits. She always gives it at least a try. I mean, even with the ladder challenge where they had to jump off into the water, the one that Cam didn't want to do, she at least did that too. So
Yeah,
I will give her credit when credit is due.
for
She
sure.
might not have had the hardest journey to get there, but at least she tried.
Yeah. And that's how it is for some seasons. Like sometimes people just get lucky like that and don't have to do all these eliminations and stuff. And sometimes you gotta do a ton. So I guess it was her lucky season to just kind of coast by and see if she can pull out a win in the end. So we gonna
Yeah,
see.
definitely, definitely. And everyone's doing their own reflecting on the way there. Like Veronica hasn't made a final since Inferno 2, she said, which is 15, oh no, almost 20 years ago. Jeez.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so Leroy's made a bunch of finals, never won. Steve's
Hmm.
never made a final. Derek's never made a final. Laurel hasn't made a final in a long time. So the most recent person is Leroy to make a final, but he's never won. So it'll be interesting to see how these people cope. So they're relaxing and whatnot, and then TJ pops up and he says, "Getting this Winnebago, we going on a little road trip.
Road
This is what
trip.
time the final starts." I thought
Mhm.
this little part was kind of corny to me. I'm just
That
like,
was
yo,
so cheesy. I get they're trying to be like fun and seem a little relatable, whatever. But I'm like, just go on with the challenge. We don't need these little clips, these little acting clips. We're good.
um, they could have put what was in the notes instead of this little like I don't even know what to call it. Sad SNL
Exactly.
skit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're trying to be funny. I don't like it.
No, it was weird. It was just weird. Like,
Weird.
thanks. Oh, stop fighting, kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Do we ever get this type of stuff in the challenge? Never. Let's leave it
It
at that.
was it was a little weird.
It was weird.
I
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, that was weird, Coach. Let's
Mhm.
let's leave that. Does not do that again, producers. All right, leave that on the cutting board. Don't
Yeah,
bring it because
let's
you can
just
obviously
scratch that.
tell. And I like TJ, but he's not a good actor at all. At
No, no.
all. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what their goal was with that, but it's fine. It's
I don't
fine.
either. I'm curious what the goal.
They're trying new things. This one was a flop.
Yeah, it was a flop. Womp womp
Womp,
womp. If
womp.
I had sound effects, I would have used it. But we get to the final challenge, and first thing I see is that mountain in the back, and I was like, okay, they got to run to the mountain. Looked like a volcano, kind of.
Right? It looks like a volcano.
Um, so TJ's like explaining the rules, and he said the challenge is gonna be, which I didn't know. I feel like they be switching rules and not be telling me. Um, he said there's one winner that gets $250,000, and then three people that split $50,000.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part. I missed that.
He definitely said the next people are splitting $50,000.
Oh.
I'm like I gotta go
You can
back.
get like 10K each, 12K, if
Something
that.
like that. Something
After
like
taxes, 5K. Oh, that's whack. What's the point of that?
I don't know. I mean, I heard it and I was like, huh?
So
Because I
stupid.
Yeah, he definitely said that. And I could have sworn he said after the first day, two people will be going home. Or am I tripping?
I think he did say two people will be going home.
I would play the clip,
I
but copyright.
Yeah, I thought he did say that too. Oh no, he said one.
He said one. Okay,
He said one. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah. He said one.
okay. But he definitely said $50,000 being split between some people.
Oh, that's it.
Which I was like, okay, that's great. But yeah, the first challenge is when he explains, we're gonna do a advantage one, then a elimination one, then advantage elimination, and then
Hmm.
I think after that you'll get the answer who's going to be the winner. But we all get everyone set up, and the first one is this dope challenge. I think probably one of the dopest ones I've seen on the show.
Hmm.
Is this? I don't know what kind of car that is. I didn't get to see what type of car it was.
I have
I
no
couldn't
idea.
get a good view at it. But you got this nice luxury car decked out, and they're going to be on top of the car doing basically they doing like not what should we call it? They had a video game that you could do this on, kind of like Grand Theft Auto, kind of where you got the car pop 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 pop, except you
Hmm.
laying on top of the car. I like it. I think that was dope.
It
Interesting
was
for the
fun.
final.
Huh?
Interesting thing for the final. I say like
Yeah, usually it's some type of like puzzle or some like weird athletic thing, but I was like, oh, they're spicing it up. I thought this was fun. And it kind
yeah,
of
no,
gives
it was
everyone
dope.
a chance to win too. It's not like, the most athletic person's gonna win this or whatever. So it was kind of fair game for everyone, which I liked.
Yeah, it was an interesting touch. I mean, like you said, everyone has a fair chance. It doesn't require any like athleticism. It just kind of requires accuracy and focus,
Hmm.
and maybe experience with a paintball gun. You ever shot a paintball gun?
No, I heard it hurts though when you get hit by one. Have you shot one?
Yeah, no. We played paintball in college a lot for like our team building activities on the
Uh,
football team, and so
so
they're fun to shoot.
do you think you would have been good at this?
This, I don't know because the thing is, they were speeding up a lot and slowing down, so I couldn't really tell how fast the car actually was going. I
Yeah.
feel like it couldn't have been going more than 50 miles an hour because then that's kind of like,
Hmm.
dangerous. But I feel like I would have been all right. Like I've shot in guns before and I've shot in paintballs before, but
Hmm.
you gotta like, it's not just like a straight shot and it's gonna go straight. You gotta like hit it ahead. And I think it
Hmm.
helps if you play like shooting video games.
Right.
Then you would have been good at this just because you kind of understand how the bullets fly when they go.
Hmm.
So I feel like it would have been all right. But with the
Okay.
car thing, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What about you?
That's a level of difficulty. I honestly, I don't think I'd be good at this because one, I'm like blind. I need my glasses for to see far away, so I feel like I'd be like missing the stars and then just trying to concentrate on hitting. So I don't think I'd be good at it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front. No, I wouldn't
I
be good.
mean, it definitely looked harder than it definitely looked harder. It was harder than it looked, I'd say.
Yeah, I would try my best, but I definitely would not have gotten the advantage. That's for sure. At
Hey,
least I'm realistic.
hey, that's good. We realistic in here,
I
but
know
yeah,
my faults.
hey, you know yourself. But I think you would have been fine. I think you'd have been fine. You
Thank you.
just shoot a bunch. I don't know if they got like
You're
ammo
right.
capacity, but I would have just been shooting
Right.
everything.
Like,
Exactly. But you got a limited amount of bullets. I'm like, all right, I gotta pick and
gotta be
choose.
careful. Mm-hmm.
But we get started, and it was dope. It was dope to watch. I mean, Leroy gets started. Oh, we getting ahead. Leroy gets started and whatnot. Um, I thought that the whole cutscenes were cool with this.
Yeah.
Dope challenge. Everything was pretty lit about it. I mean, even this right here, like just the angles and whatnot.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I just
Entertaining.
wonder. Yeah, I just wonder if anyone ever had like a horrible run with it, like the driver was not the same, or somebody had an easy run when the
Mhm.
driver wasn't going as crazy. That's always
Yeah.
kind of like these. That's the variables you got to think about with
That's the
these type
one
of
thing,
games.
yeah, because it's not always going to be the same every single time for every person. So that is the one thing that's always going to change. So, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. But we get done with it, and we get back to we get to the next phase where TJ announces who the winner will be, and it is Leroy is the victor.
Yay!
Takes care of business. The brother
All
was
right,
on his equalizer and knocked them all out the park.
you stepped up
And
today. I'm proud.
yeah, he did.
I'm
Leroy,
proud.
you repping for in Africa. Good
In
job, Leroy.
Africa, he won. He won the
Outside of that's
advantage in Africa. Proud.
this is the picture I've been waiting to see the whole time.
I know. It only took him the whole game, but he did it.
Exactly, Leroy. So shout out Leroy. He got the advantage.
Hmm.
And we get on to the next phase of the final, which is Electric Star. So basically, this challenge is kind of crazy. Um, they have to get the circle around trace the whole star, but the star has electric volts inside of it.
Hmm.
Woo!
I'm not gonna lie. I would have killed this game. I'm not afraid to
Really?
get shocked. I would have done who was it Ace where he just went really fast and got shocked the whole time? I would have done that because I have electrocuted myself before when I was a baby. And then literally like a couple weeks ago, I found a goat farm and there was an electric fence, had no idea, and I was taking pictures and I was holding the fence. I'm like, "Damn, why do I keep getting shocked?" And I realized it was an electric fence the whole time. So, I would be good at getting shocked. I'm comfortable with that. I would have been chilling. What would your strategy been? Slow and steady?
Nah, I wouldn't have done what Ace did. I'm not gonna front. That is not what my plan would have been. But I would have definitely moved with the hastiness. I think like
Mhm.
Leroy's speed was a really good speed, and then who else went pretty good speed? Kara went way slower than I thought. Like she went super slow. Laurel went snail speed.
Mhm.
But I think Leroy went a very like safe speed where he didn't get shocked, but he was also moving with the swiftness.
Mhm.
As we can see, he had an advantage. So he got a quarter. His advantage was a quarter head start, which is fair, I guess. I thought he was gonna get to skip this challenge, but
Mhm.
that's in this kind of thing. That's a super huge advantage, and he got to kind of take his time.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, his strat. I think his strategy of like yelling and screaming, like trying to get fear into them. I think he maybe I would have been like quiet to make them be surprised on how bad it hurt. You
Uh-huh.
know, kind of like not Veronica did it as a strategy because it didn't really hurt her, but
Hmm.
I don't know. It was,
I thought that was a little stupid. I was like, all right, Leroy, what are we doing here? But I mean, I
yeah,
don't know if it was like just for fun, like some like TV time moments, or like he that was actually his strategy. Like I want to scare some people, but I
yeah,
don't think I would have been scared. I would have just ignored it because I'm like, you're competing for all this money. Everyone's gonna be doing whatever they can to like throw people off their game. So
exactly. And somebody who wasn't scared of it was our man Ace. Man, he was in the zone. He's like, look, I do this every day. I'm with what do you say, farm? He's on a
yeah,
farm. He was with
something like
cows
that.
or something like that. I didn't know
Hmm.
they had electric. I guess the electric wiring for the animals, and he has to touch
Hmm.
that a lot. But this man said, "Let's go." I was
Like
like, "Damn."
he was moving quick. But I was like, oh snap. Okay, Ace, I see you.
Man
That
turned into
was
Static
hilarious.
Shock.
Yeah, that was good. I was not expecting that at all. But he moved.
No,
He got there pretty quick. So I mean,
yeah,
kudos to him.
I think he got there like in less than 10 seconds. I mean,
Hmm.
he was gone. Like
You know
he
what?
was.
I'm not gonna lie. Damn. Yeah, he was going hard. I'm not gonna lie. I think Veronica moved pretty fast from what I remember. Like she was pretty quick
He,
too.
that's who it was. Who I was thinking of. She
Yeah,
moved.
and I was not like I was very surprised. So I was like, all right, V, I see you. Do you think?
Yeah, no, she killed it. I was surprised. I mean,
Yeah.
Veronica, like you say, she was going through it. I mean, the thing is also she has a disadvantage because she's
She's
short.
short,
So
yeah. She
I
still
don't know if
did
they.
it really quick.
Yeah, she did it really quick, and I didn't even think about the height factor in this thing when you get
Hmm.
started because Leroy is tall, but I'm probably 6'1" at least, and Veronica's no more than 5'4". So I
Hmm.
don't. She impressed me a lot. She definitely. This was her like, okay,
This
I
was
deserve to be here
fun.
moment.
Yeah. Good job, V.
Yeah, and she's like, I get shocked as a kid. Well, I mean, I know some kids growing up that like to get shocked because you touch your hand on the pole in people's basement and it would shock you.
Yeah.
Some people like that,
I
but
know. The person that I was really surprised about how slow they was Derek. I was like, damn, he's moving slow like a snail. I was like, come on, speed it up.
yeah,
So
he was not trying to get shocked
I
at
don't know.
all. Derek, yeah, it wasn't looking good for him, but I mean, clearly you can see on his face he was scared shitless. Oh,
He's
this man.
petrified.
Yeah, I'm like, Derek, you just got to do it, man. You just got to go for it, man.
Hmm.
But hey, I guess being shocked as a child has its payoffs and rewards, as Veronica stated.
Hmm.
But yeah, we get to the end of the challenge, and it's either between Laurel and Derek who are going home. I thought both of them were going. I thought it was the last two, so I was like, oh, it's just one person. But
Uh-huh.
it's up
Who do
to
you
one of them
think?
two.
Who do you think is going home?
I mean, they both went really slow, but Derek was moving like a snail. And when he got shocked, he like stopped a second and regathered himself and then started going. He didn't just like Steve got shocked and he kept going, but Derek just stopped and like resettled. I'm like, you got to go. Like,
I know. I'm sad because he just earned his spot into the final, but he moved so slow. I was like, "Ugh, I don't think he's gonna move forward, honestly. So
yeah.
I guess
And
we'll see.
yeah, no, I mean, I like this challenge. How I like the two final challenges and the prequel to the final challenge. I like those because, well, not because there's no fishy business going on. You're
Yeah.
shooting a paintball gun. You can clearly see who hits what target. There's no like cheating. You can't
Mhm.
cheat off someone else's paper. Nobody else is watching you. With this thing, everybody did it by themselves, so that you
Mhm.
couldn't watch the strategy behind it. Which I thought they were gonna let people watch. I'm like, that's so unfair.
Yeah,
But
I'm glad they didn't let people watch.
so I hope they keep it like that and don't do like the problem with this final have a lot of puzzles and people just cheat off each other's puzzles, which I'm just like, bro,
Mhm.
like, what are we doing?
I know. I'm sure there's going to be some more twists and turns later on. I saw those cockroaches in the trailer, so I know someone's gonna be eating some of those. I don't think I could do it, honestly.
No,
I'm petrified of bugs. Like that's one of my fears is like bugs.
two hundred
But
fifty thousand dollars.
I know for 250 maybe it would have to be in the moment. We would see. I don't know.
What if
Ugh.
like
You
$100?
have to
Would
like
you
kill
ever?
it first, like step on it and then eat it or something. Just knowing
That's a
something's
good.
like alive in me, ugh, I can't do
Yeah.
it.
I never thought about like killing the animal and then eating it because a lot of people just eat the things and they don't like smash it or anything like that.
I would smash it. That way, ugh, at least like its little antennas aren't like antennaing like down your throat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you get like a tapeworm doing something like that too.
No, yeah. I'm excited to see the next episode though. I feel like it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, no, the final episode is next week.
Okay.
Crazy. It's been a quick season actually, I'll say, but it's crazy that it's kind of already gotten here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, y'all, it's almost a wrap for us. We about
It's
to get
for
sent home.
real. Mhm.
But yeah, this season is been a good one. We'll finish it out next week. And then yeah, y'all, there's probably no more challenge again until end of the summertime, most likely.
Boo. It's all
But
right.
I hear the next season's gonna be cracking. But
Oh,
we'll
what's
see.
that? What,
We'll
Josh
see.
is on it? Is that why you brought him up?
I mean, I don't really care about Josh. Like he's a buffoon to me. But
Mhm.
I don't think highly or lowly of him. He's just kind of just whatever.
He's there. Yeah.
Um, but no, there's some people I'm looking forward to in the next season. But the next thing I will be covering, well, I'll get to that soon. I won't spoil things for y'all.
Okay.
But
You got to keep
yeah,
watching. Find out,
yeah, y'all
guys.
gotta keep watching. Y'all gotta keep watching. But appreciate y'all joining us. We out here. Peace and blessings. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.